Okay, the next test we're gonna do is dissolved oxygen. It's really important to do this test accurately, and every year kids wind up messing it up. So one really important thing to do here, according to these instructions, and it's like a whole booklet, not just a sheet, is to rinse the water bottle out with sample water. So I'm gonna rinse it in the creek, and then so you don't get any atmospheric oxygen like dissolved in it, you have to collect it completely underwater. So you rinse it out, you put the cap and shake it out. You put the cap back in on the bottle, you put the whole bottle and the cap underwater, you open it up under the water, and then you fill it underwater, get rid of all the air bubbles, and then you cap it back underwater. So that's what I'm gonna do. My sample bottle. Face upstream, it's a little easier. Okay, so now I'm going to cap it. Put the whole bottle underwater. Open it underwater. Fill it till the bubbles stop running. And then cap it again. Now I have a sample with no atmospheric oxygen in it. All right, put this back up. Cool. Okay, tap the sides, replace the cap, retrieve the bottle. Page 1, done. Now, remove the cap. I need manganese sulfate. I need 8 drops of manganese sulfate. That's sulfuric acid. Manganese sulfate. 8 drops of manganese sulfate. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Wrong cat, Mrs. Grady. And 8 drops of alkaline potassium iodide azide. There's a mouthful. Is that it? Hold on. There it is. And 8 drops of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo! Color change. Pretty cool. Okay. And now the directions say cap the bottle and mix, inverting several times. And you guys can already see that there's a precipitate forming. So you cap it and you shake it. Okay, you can see the precipitate forming. Now I have to let this sit until the precipitate settles below the shoulder of the bottle. So until it's under here. So I'm gonna set this on my clipboard. And we wait. This is really cool. Okay, the precipitate has settled to below the shoulder of the bottle, which is really awesome. Okay, like you can totally see that. That's cool. Now it says to add 8 drops of sulfuric acid. There's sulfuric acid. I gotta take the lid back off. So we're getting ready to fix the oxygen in the sample now. So it's not gonna be influenced by any air that gets into it. So I need 8 drops. 8 drops. Yeah, 8's the magic number with this test. Okay. Now I have to cap and gently mix it again until the precipitate dissolves completely. And it says that if the sample is yellow, there should be dissolved oxygen in it. What do you guys think? You think there's dissolved oxygen in this water? I mean, if you take a look at it, it's moving, right? So if the water is moving, then there's dissolved oxygen in it. And there's bubbles, right? We've also seen fish and crayfish in here. So if you have that kind of life in the creek, there's got to be some degree of dissolved oxygen. How much? we shall see in a minute or two. So I'm shaking it, been shaking it. And the precipitate has almost dissolved. I'll shake it for a little bit more. There you go. It's clear now. Perfect. Now, this is a chemistry thing. I don't know if you guys did it in chemistry. Part 3 is the titration. This test always takes kids the longest. If you guys have done any titration, it's like acid-base neutralization. It's kind of fun. So I need to fill the titration tube to the 20 milliliter sample line with the fixed sample. This is the fixed sample. And then cap it. So, here we go. This is all right? See the bubbles in the bottle? It's okay because it's already been fixed. A little blurb more. Okay, there you go, 20 milliliters. Okay, we put the lid on the sample bottle, just in case I need to do this again. Put that, put that in the wrong spot. No wonder why it won't fit. Put that in there. Put the lid on this. And check my directions. Now we have to titrate. So this is the titration plunger, right? So I have to close it all the way. And I have to get the sodium thiosulfate solution. And it tells me to fill it to the top. This is where I get kind of like a nurse, right? So I am pulling the sodium thiosulfate solution. Okay, now there are bubbles in it. Okay. And then the directions tell me, I inverted it, okay. This sample is not, it says if the sample is very pale yellow, go to step 9. It's definitely not very pale yellow, so I'm not gonna go to step 9. I'm gonna go to step 6. Okay, and this is titration, right? So I have to titrate until this changes to a very pale yellow. You don't see it right now. You might not see it right now because it's amber. So I'm not gonna like squirt the whole plunger in. I'm gonna go a little bit at a time, a couple drops at a time. That's so you guys can see it. Okay, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Still kind of dark. I'll be brave and try 3 this time. Let's see. Still kind of dark. Getting lighter. Ooh, we're getting there. I'm gonna go doing 2 by 2 here. We're still pretty dark. We need it to be almost white, almost clear. So I'm gonna I'll go 3 this time. I'll do a couple more. And if you guys were out here doing this, you guys as a group, because you'd be working in groups, you would have to make a decision as to what pale was. I'll do one more, maybe. Yeah, I'd call that pale yellow. All right. So there's pale yellow. Let's see. You don't have to serve the plunger and the titrator. All right. Now I have to add 8 drops of a starch indicator solution. And hopefully you guys know from chemistry, the starch indicator solution will turn this blue. Because the sodium thiosulfate is what made it turn yellow. Right? How many drops? I forget. 8. Like I said, 8's the magic number for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See? And I'm gonna swirl it like I'm supposed to. Okay, we have like a bluey purpley color. And I have to put the cap and the titrator back in. Okay, and it tells me to continue titrating until the blue solution turns colorless. All right, if you guys have ever done any titrating in chemistry, you know that you can go over the, well, and there's a test we're going to do, you're going to see it, you can go past the titration point like that. So doing it a couple at a time is a good idea. So I'm going to go like one at a time, and I'm going to swirl. Nope. I'll go 2. See what happens. I'm feeling brave. This is pretty dark. Ooh, we're getting there. It's a little lighter. When this goes, it is so cool to watch because it's like all of a sudden it goes from dark to light in like a drop. We're getting so close. Holy cow. Almost, guys. Still a little tiny bit blue. One more. Look at that. That is so cool. Now we've done our titration. Now you're supposed to read here what the level is, and it says that it's 10 ppm. So I'm going to record that. And next is going to be alkalinity. And again, what do we do with the waste? In the waste bottle. Nothing stays out here. Oh, and I also have to empty the this sample collection bottle too, so that'll go in here.